I found out my dad's affair left behind a daughter, my half-sister who deserved better. So let me clarify, I'm writing this out of confusion and shit. I, 28M, love my parents. They've always been great to me, loved me and supported me. They've been staying with me and my wife since we had a baby to help out, and if I'm being honest, it has been a great help having them around. Yesterday my dad asked me to get the mail from his place after work so he can pay his bills. Well, I got the mail and most of it is bills and ads but one actual letter. I didn't think anything of it and gave it to my dad. He apparently threw it out, but my wife noticed it in the trash and read it. She didn't know what it was when she saw it. She brought it to me and it was addressed to my dad as father, so obviously my half-sister. She's pregnant and asking for money because it's harder for her to make it and she just wants to support her baby. I confronted my parents. She's 21-ish, born from my dad's affair. He gave her money until she graduated. She's writes him letters. She's apparently not in college cause she's broke and he thinks she's stripping or doing sex work. He doesn't even know for sure. He just told me he's done supporting her and she isn't his responsibility. We talked more about it for half an hour. My mom was quiet and my dad has never been like that. I don't even know the word to describe how he was. It just made me so fucking angry I made them leave right there without even taking their things back. Because it feels like it's my fault. I have a sister out there who's living like garbage while I'm out here enjoying my life. After looking into her a bit more, I talked to 2 cousins 2 hours ago and they're both divided on if I did the right thing. One cousin thinks I was an asshole for making my parents leave without talking things through or even making a plan, but her sister thinks I did the right thing. My wife told me she's staying out of it since she regrets reading somebody else's mail. I just don't know myself. I feel like an asshole for making my parents leave cause I love them so much, but at the same time I feel so mad over the situation. Edit. Since people are wondering if my mom knew because she was so quiet, she knew everything. Commenter 1. I'm a bit torn on this one, but ultimately everyone sucks here. Your wife for reading something that wasn't addressed to her, your parents for not telling you about it once you were old enough, and you for kicking your parents out without even letting them gather their things. Op. To clarify about my wife, she didn't see the envelope, she saw the letter in the recycling. Not that she thinks it makes it better, but she didn't go out of her way to open an unopened envelope. Commenter 2. Your wife snooping through private mail isn't exactly the best thing to be doing, but I don't know how that is bad compared to a man cutting his daughter out of his life for over 2 decades without telling his own son. You should come let them get their stuff, but make it clear that their actions are unforgivable. Commenter 3. Op. Did it not occur to you that keeping this secret was intended to protect you? Your parents were well aware that your father did wrong, but having an affair with a child in your life would not have been pleasant for you when you were a child. Your father and mother probably did not want this behavior to be normalized by introducing the concepts of affairs, children out of wedlock, etc. when you were 7 years old. I don't doubt that many of this young woman's problems started with the shaky family structure his actions produced, but really, what would not keeping the secret have looked like and felt like in your childhood? Sometimes when people do something bad, they have to carry on as best they can. Your mother had a choice too, and she probably didn't kick dad to the curb for your benefit, so you could grow up in a stable family. There really was no ideal solution here. Op. Okay, what about when I turned 18? What about when I turned 22? What about 26? I found out at 28 because my wife saw a letter in the recycling. Were they going to tell me at 32? At 36? 40? 50? It hasn't been for my benefit for 10 years. Commenter 4. Uda. 100% get where you're coming from. I'd be disappointed in my parents and also feel guilty for him helping me and ignoring her. I don't think you should have kicked them out since they are helping you. We also just had a baby and my mom lived with us / now babysitting since moving out, which A, they don't have to do, and B, is a lot of work and inconvenience on their part. Grandkids are supposed to be the easy ones for them, haha. So I get your anger, but there's gotta be a better way to get a satisfactory result without burning your bridges with him. Op. I don't think you should have kicked them out since they are helping you. We also just had a baby and my mom lived with us / now babysitting since moving out, which A, they don't have to do, and B, is a lot of work and inconvenience on their part. Grandkids are supposed to be the easy ones for them, haha. Why do I deserve this help though? He's not giving it to his daughter? What did I do to deserve it other than be born to the right woman? Commenter 5. That's a heck of a lot for you to take on board in a short space of time, so can't harsh you too much for the gut reaction. I don't think it was the best reaction though. From your dad's reaction he seems pretty cold, but then there's 21 years of history there, so maybe he does have a reason other than indifference? I don't know, he could just be that cold. Hopefully you can talk this one through. Op. He's never been this cold. He's never even been like a man's man type of guy either. He was a loving, caring guy, and I know that might seem odd, but he was kind of like Boyle from B99 if it helps. I just can't get my head around it. Commenter 6. Based on what you've written here, I'd say NTA, but I don't believe this story. Your father has kept the existence of your half-sister a secret for decades, but now he throws a letter from her loosely in a shared trash receptacle at your house? Don't put it in another envelope, don't try to bury it, leave it right on top where your wife noticed it at a glance? No way it went down like that, something is missing. That's what my wife told me and I believe her, I have no reason not to. I don't think that she went scrounging through the recycling looking for dirt on my dad. Besides, how often do you actually reach through the blue bin for stuff? Maybe this was my dad's twisted way of telling me, but I don't want to get into conspiracies. Update, 6 months later. I want to thank everyone who said go talk to my parents. That's the first thing I did. I went to their place and I tried to talk to them. But it was frustrating and my mom got angry when I said I was going to reach out to my sister. She asked why I cared and I got upset and told her because she taught me to. My dad saw me out after that and surprised me by telling me he was proud of me for being a better man than him. That was weird. Anyway, my wife reached out to my sister Anna and she agreed to meet. We went with my cop friend Joe, cause you never know. We met Anna in her apartment and it's on the rough side of town. It's tiny and a shit place to live. Anna's a small, quiet girl who works in a library. She reminds me of my gran. She claims she's only a waitress at a strip club to make ends meet. Obviously she can't do it now. She said she's failed like her mom and the best thing she can do is have her kid succeed. She said she just wanted cash to take pregnancy classes. I gave her my number and some cash, of which she gave a lot back right away. That night my wife asked if I could let Anna move in cause she felt heartbroken. I gave Anna the offer but she refused and said she won't take advantage of us. About a month later she phoned me crying and said there's black mold in her building and she has to go. She came to us with barely anything, just clothes, a wallet, a toothbrush and a sack of old books. Since then she's just been sad and really alone because she thinks she's taking advantage. She tries to help with chores a lot and always apologizes. She's only happy when she plays with our baby. But it was her birthday a few days ago and she asked if we'd get her cupcakes. It was like she expected me to say no. But my wife went and got them and a whole DQ cake while I got her the box set of The Expanse books. She started crying and hugged us both when she saw everything on the living room table for her. In the days since, she has seemed happier and I won't lie, I'm worried for her but I do think stability has helped her. As for my parents, my mom refuses to come as long as she is there, so I visit her with the baby sometimes. My dad refuses to go because he says he's ashamed. Whatever, I guess. On the other hand, my wife's parents told me they are more proud of me than ever. Very emotional comment from Op. Thank you. I guess a big question that ran through my mind was, how on earth am I ever going to be able to say that I've been a good father if I can't be a good brother? What lesson am I teaching my child? I needed to help my sister. I hate that we grew up apart. I hate that she's had such a miserable life. Honestly, a few weeks ago I showed her my favorite movie, For a Few Dollars More, and I do hope that helped her understand that she's my sister and I'll always try to do good for her from now on. So thank you so much, it means everything to hear someone tell me I'm a good brother. Commenter 1. You're a far better person than your parents are. Your wife is as well. You're both loving and giving and both your half-sister and baby are very lucky to be in your lives. Commenter 2. I seriously almost cried while reading this. Wishing the best for your family and that your sister heals in a good environment. You're a great brother. Edit, definitely cried after reading Op's comments. There truly are good people in this world and Op and his wife are one of them. Commenter 3. Oh, my heart breaks for her. I do wish life had been kinder to your sister. But I am so glad and proud of you and your wife for being there for her. Those small acts of kindness, like cupcakes, can really change a person's life. As for your parents, you are a far better person than I, because I would have completely gone to NP contact. No baby visits, nothing. They are truly cruel people. I wish you all the best. Commenter 4. At least your dad got one thing right, you're a better man than he is. And special shout out to your wife for opening her home and heart to this woman who is essentially a stranger to her. I hope you take some time to show her how much you appreciate her support in this. All three of you are very lucky to have each other. Commenter 5. I am so glad your wife snooped on the trash mail and found a treasure. Wouldn't be the first treasure she has found, you being the first. Commenter 6. Great work Op and wife, you're doing amazing. Less than 3. One thought for moving forward. If you'd like Anna to feel less insecure about her role in your life and in your home, You might consider working out an explicit contribution arrangement that both works within her capabilities, skills, and also provides real value to you plus wife that you can be genuinely grateful for. While Anna isn't in a position to contribute to your household financially, it takes a lot more than money to make and sustain a happy, healthy home environment, and she may be perfectly capable of contributing in other ways. Even if there are things she doesn't know how to do well yet, if she could be excited to learn and it would be a real help to y'all, then it would be a wonderful growth opportunity. Maybe she does grocery shopping on a budget and with a list y'all provide. Maybe she cooks dinner a certain number of nights a week. Maybe you have a neglected garden she'd be excited to turn into herbs, vegetables, and flowers. Maybe there's a renovation project she could help with. Maybe you lean on her existing skills and passions. Maybe you invest in learning new things together. Maybe you sponsor her taking classes to get better at things that benefit all of you. Maybe you figure out a good contribution plan in a single conversation. Maybe you revisit and adjust it every month. Regardless, this kind of cooperative communication will strengthen team family. Regardless, it sounds like you're well on your way to building a little community of mutual support relationships, which is the most valuable wealth you can possibly cultivate for yourselves and your children. Congratulations and good luck.